Okay, welcome to the guild video on influence and dragonflight in the Stronghold. So the first thing we have to do is get to the Stronghold. So we click on a travel gate and go down to Strongholds on the list. And you would normally click on go to your Stronghold to go to the Stronghold. However, we're going to a dragonflight which is being hosted by one of the Alliance guilds, so we need to go to their stronghold. This time of day it happens to be Certified Legends, so we go down, we hover over Certified Legends and we click on there and we travel to their stronghold. Now, what happens at these events is there is a influence run that happens first. The influence runs consist of 5 heroic encounters which take place around the stronghold. There are various levels of heroic encounters, tier 1s, tier 2s and tier 3s. They're shortened to T1, T2, T3. Because of the amount of people that attend these things, we always do a tier 3 run. So if you ever see in the Alliance chat, or when you see in the Alliance chat T3 influence and dragonflight, then that's what they're doing. They're doing the 10-man heroic encounters in the stronghold. So we've ported into the stronghold, and the first thing we do is collect all the quests from whoever's got quests for us today, if you haven't done it already. And we need to keep an eye in the Alliance chat, because they're going to tell us where to go politely. So the ones that are important for whilst we're doing influence are the ranger, really. He will give us 2 quests that we can do at the same time as we're doing the influence run. And the builder gives you stuff that you can do in between while you're waiting for dragonflight. We've got Trehorn, Carper and Pete in the party as well. Guys, if you want to say hello.
Hello.
So because I'm on my melee class, I'm on my tank. For dragonflight later after influence, I'm going to show you where the melee classes go, and we'll have another video that explains where the ranged classes go, just because they go to different places in the stronghold. The principle's the same, it's just that they deal with different dragons. So when we look on the guild map, or the stronghold map, we can see that there's little red shields, for want of a better word, in various places. These are all the influence events, influence heroics that are currently up. This one here is a tier 1. It's a little small badge which shows that it's tier 1, and if you look on the right hand side here, you can see that it's like it's only got a south facing compass point. That tells you it's a tier 1. This one here is a tier 2. It's like got a north and south compass point, and I think it's got 2 little slashes in it. And then the tier 3 is this one here, which has got, like, it's bristling. All the compass points are shown, and there's like 3 slashes in the middle of it, and it's obviously a bigger badge as well. So that, I guess, is where we're going, because we've only got 5 minutes till it starts, and there's 13 minutes on that one. So we need to head over there to get ready for it to start. So the convention is with these things, you turn up, basically you take instructions from the Alliance chat in the left hand side. You go to where the heroic is, and we all wait until we're told to go in, because the host has to check that everybody's got here before we actually go in and start the heroic. Not such an issue for this particular one because it is there's a lot of mobs and it does last a fairly long time, but some of them you only get a couple of mobs and they die really quickly. So is there anybody else in the Stronghold that we could have in the party? In the oh, Legion, are you doing T3s? I'll invite you to the group. You might as well join us if you're in the Stronghold anyway.
Has she got us muted? Oh, they got us muted. Because I can't hear them.
No, I don't think Legion's on mic.
Right.
Maybe AFK because they haven't answered the. So if you can see in the bottom bottom left hand corner now, Jin is the leader for this event, and she's just asked if anybody's on the way. So she's just checking to see if anybody's on the way.
Yeah, self-explanatory, I think. Certified.
Canyon, right.
Lego.
So we've had the instruction to go. Are you not here yet?
Oh, aye.
So this is the first heroic. We just, like you do with any heroic, kill everything. There's actually not that many people here today.
No, it's quite quiet.
Everybody must be out on the town.
Well, it is a Friday night.
What does that say? Cuddle Bunny.
Yeah. Ginger said that, eh?
Is that Cuddles with us? No. She's talking about Cuddles with us. I don't know. I haven't noticed.
I can't see, to be honest. The name said it, is it?
Yeah, that's Minister.
Oh, yeah, he's one of ours, Minister Medieval. He's one of our guildies.
Yeah, unless it's her name for somebody else.
Yeah, could be, could be.
Right. So we've got the two bosses have turned up now. So once these guys are dead, the heroic encounter will be complete. There's one down. Dunno. Okay, so we achieved great success, and we've now got the flashing heroic encounter reward. So we press our large button 3 times to get over there, click X to claim, and we get, for the first encounter, we get heroic shards of power, influence 150, and RP, refinement points. You'll see that it will go down each time. So in the bottom right, and Treon said the next one we're going to is no sympathy.
No sympathy, yeah.
Now I know where it is, but you can either look on the map and find it and put a pin in it for yourself, or you can just follow the crowd.
And this is also where Black Dragon turns up if you're ranged.
And this is one of the ones that only has 2 mobs. You can see we've got 2 devils. What are they called then? Balor?
Pit Fiends.
Pit Fiends, that's it. Pit Fiends. So these guys go down quite quickly once we go in. Which is why it's quite important that the host finds out if there's anybody on the way. Because if they're not here, they'll miss it. Oh, we're going.
Here we go.
And you have to pay attention to the chat, because if you miss going in, even though you're here, you won't get it. Ow. Red. Ow.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Stay out of the red.
Yep.
Otherwise, you could end up dead.
Stay out of the red or end up dead. Okay, so we've got another heroic encounter reward which we'll collect. And you can see this time we get 120 and no heroic shards of power. So it reduces each time. So the next one, it's usually a bit slower to turn up because it's this one went down quicker. So we're just waiting to see where we're going next.
Alright.
Come on,
If
map.
it was Hideaway, which is right behind where we are now.
Oh, it is slow, isn't it?
Shh. You mustn't mention that name. That's like in Harry Potter, that's like Voldemort, you know. Hugh must not be named.
Come on.
I know, it's taking its time, isn't it?
Apparently I've got to kill devils, so get on it, guys.
Yeah, 20 of them, yeah. I might as well kill a few while I'm out, yeah.
Oh, we killed them
There you go.
already. Bloody hell.
There you go. Devil's in the eye. There you go.
Mate, we don't need to kill you anymore. You can go. Quick, run away. Pete's around. He won't let you go. We broke it. Yeah. Oh, it is Hideaway,
Right,
is it?
right behind where we are, that's handy.
Alright. So Hideaway is... You can see all the blue marks heading towards it, because it's just behind where we are at the moment. Ooh.
It's another long one.
Yeah. Cuddles isn't in a group, so I've invited him. 2 hours. Yeah.
Alright. Go.
Go. You know, this used to be really annoying for melee class. Oh, I've just completed one of the quests that we picked up when we first got in the Stronghold. That one is to kill 100 enemies within the Stronghold. So, like I say, we've done it just by doing the...
And even if you're pretty weak, if you're in a group and you've killed 100 between you, you still get that.
Yeah, that's a benefit of being in a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, before the new module, this used to be really frustrating for melee. Because the things would spawn, the range would kill them before you get to them, but it takes a lot more to kill them now, so I'd find I do actually get to them and get a few hits in.
It was fun watching all the melee running round like headless chickens
Oh,
trying to get
I gave up even bothering. I just used to sit in the middle and wait till the bosses turned up. At least I've got something to do again now. Okay, so... and also we completed another quest there, which was the Defend the Stronghold, because that requires that you do 3 heroic encounters within the Stronghold, and we've just completed our 3rd. So that's the 2nd quest that we completed, and that gives us 75 influence. So the next one is also... Beholders.
Yeah, the 3 also gives you adventuring shards as well, doesn't it? 10 adventuring shards for doing that 3.
Yeah, that's the quest reward, is adventuring shards, which invariably we always need in the coffer. Oh, there's gold on the floor. You left gold on the floor! Oh my god! Look! It all counts. It all adds up. No, excuse me, devils, just passing through. Do we need to kill Dagrich?
Yes. We do. We do. If we do it quick enough. If we pretty quick with it. Yeah.
There's Dagrich. So this is one of the this is the builder quest that we picked up along with devils in the hideaway, which we did before. So we've just managed to do that. So the quests that I picked up when I came into the Stronghold, we've already completed. And we've not finished the influence run yet. So it's really easy to get stuff to give to the coffer, because you just pick it up and do it as you're going round.
Yeah. And when we're at these, try not to accidentally go in early. Some people do.
Yeah, it's really frowned on if you run in early. Especially with these that are short. Because it messes the routine up for everybody else. They end up having to do an extra one, and then people get upset because it impinges on the dragonflight after, potentially. No, I think there's one more.
I think that was sort of 5.
So that gave us 35 influence. You know when you've reached the last one, because you'll get 20 influence for the last one. And what would be really good now is if we got giants.
Shush. Shush, I've got to come all the way back to Bleeding Green if we do, which is where we just were. Where we just were is where you've got to fight Green Dragon.
Yeah, this is where Green Dragon turns up. What were you saying, Treyon? Sorry. Yeah.
No sympathy.
Back to no sympathy, is it?
Yep.
So this is where green dragon turns up for ranged people, and we're going back to where black dragon turns up for ranged people. So I can't actually show you the melee dragons until we get to them.
Yeah, and you can also show them round the back side where spiders and all that is on your way up the joints as well, can you? Devils is still on, by the way, as you're coming through.
This is one of the T1s. Somebody's doing it.
Yeah, maybe someone didn't get the last one.
Might have been late.
So, yeah.
It makes me laugh how when people are on the same mount, they always have to do the emote. Like this guy on the pig behind me. He's got a chef's hat on like you, yeah.
Oh.
Is it? Go. Red, stay out the red or get dead. That's Corpus saying.
Alright.
Right, so I'll collect the last heroic encounter reward. That gives me 20 influence. So I know that we've done the 5 heroic encounters that we need. And if we go into our inventory, we can see there that we've got 400 influence. 400 influence is the maximum influence that you can earn per character per day. Apart from if the guild or if the alliance is running the Marauders event, you can get an extra 600 per character per week for that. So in one day you can earn 1,000 influence, but you can only earn 1,000 per character once a week. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Okay. Perfect sense.
Right, so we need to go to red now. As we look at the map, here is where red dragon turns up. Here is where blue dragon turns up. And then where we've already been, or where I am at the moment, here is where black dragon turns up. And where Corper and Pete are going, here is where green dragon turns up. So melee classes always start at red. So I'll put a flag in red. And I will ignore totally the trail and just go the way that I know I'm going to go, to red.
Yeah, you get so used to the Stronghold after a while, it becomes second nature. You know all the shortcuts.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go cross country. But the easiest way, until you learn your way around the Stronghold, the easiest way to navigate is to bring the map up and either highlight the encounter you're going to or put a map pin down and follow the trail. It'll take you there. Now it's 1:15 and dragonflight isn't until past, so we've got 15 minutes to kill. So if we hadn't already done like the Devils in the Hideaway or the other Stronghold quests, we would do those in between Influence and Dragonflight, but we already managed to get them done, so we're just sort of at a loose end now and end up picking about around the Dragon Arena while we kill time.
Yeah, it's alright. I think Pete's found it. I'm not sure what it's Pete. It may be because someone's just triggered a battle down by here.
Well, is Pete with you?
And,
It's probably Pete.
uh, yeah, especially seeing this. Yeah. Well, it was either you or Kalia, because you were both over by where they came from.
Mark's here. I don't know where Cuddles is, because he's,
Is he on what's Cuddles with us? Is that his
he's on his
fight?
great
His
weapon fighter.
barbarian?
Barbarian, my bad.
I know. I
Oh,
keep
he's at the
forgetting it.
fireplace. Yeah, he's waiting at the fireplace.
I keep forgetting it with the bloody half the time because they changed all the names.
Yeah, I don't have anything left to do in the Stronghold either. I don't have any quests outstanding. So, it's just a matter of killing time. So, I shall get my throne out. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Right. Oh no. Apparently I've got 2 bent forks, but they look like D20s. The picture is a D20, which is a bit weird. 20-sided dice. Where's my throne? There it is.
Hmm?
Is there only 2 of you down there?
Yeah, tell me about it. No, it's 3. Yeah.
Here we go. I sit on my chair, look. My legs aren't even big enough to hang over edge. What? Yeah, there's only 3. Well, there's Cuddles as well, because he's at the fireplace. So there's 4 of us. And then Jen will come up here, won't she? So that'll be 5.
Yeah.
But there weren't that many for T3, were there? So... Has she actually... Oh yeah, dragonflight starts. 15 minutes. Okay. So, again, it's really important that we keep an eye during Dragonfly on what's going on in the Alliance chat. And what you need to bear in mind as a member of the Alliance is if you want to ask for help or if you want to get a group together, you make sure you don't ask anything like that when we're in the lead up to and during Dragonflight, because it's really important that the Alliance chat is kept clear and only for instructions for Dragonflight and Influence. Why are you you know
Right,
you can
we've got
turn your
1,
spinning bits of
2,
bark off, don't you?
4,
Yeah.
5, 6.
If you go into your character sheet and go onto your armour, manage enchantments, go to your armour enchantment, click on it, disable visual effects.
There's a thing you dropped there, a Joaquin's coin purse there by you, Pete. Couldn't see it. No?
So,
No?
what will happen is at between
mine
past and 25 to, the wizard turns up in the stronghold, and the person who is the event leader will click on the wizard and start dragonflight. And then after they've done that, a minute later the dragons will turn up. All 4 dragons land at the same time in the stronghold. But in order for us to try and kill all 4, there's a strategy implemented. All melee start at red, usually, unless there's more than about 12. You can only have a maximum of 20 people at a dragon, or it becomes immune. So if you ever fighting a dragon and you get on your screen the dragon is immune, somebody needs to leave. It means there's more than 20 people there. So melee start at red, range start at green. Everybody attacks the dragon when it arrives, and we try and get it down. Depends on the leader, the person that's running the event. Some will tell you to switch at quite a high number left on the dragon's health. Some might leave it till 5% or 3%. It doesn't matter what their life bar says. When you're told in the Alliance chat to switch, you leave that dragon that you're at and you go to the other dragon that you've been told to go to. So from here, normally, from red, we would go to blue, which is in the top right-hand side over there. So once we get the dragon down to whatever the health bar is when we're told to move, we will all move over there. And I think that's about it for... Is there anything else that I've forgotten, guys, about etiquette during dragonflight?
No, just keep an eye on the Alliance chat, have fun. If you die, don't press for help. Go to just release. You'll go to your nearest fireplace, which is usually ain't far from where the dragon is anyway.
Yeah, we're all spending our time trying to kill the dragons. We don't need to be getting people up because we're on a time limit as well. We only get 10 minutes to kill all 4 dragons. So it's really important that we just put as much effort into hitting the dragon. So at red, you will respawn at this fireplace here. At blue, you will respawn at this fireplace here. So you can see a short run back to both dragons. The only other thing is, during the time when the dragons are here, they will spawn dragon empowerers. And what the empowerers do is they basically buff the dragon, and the dragon becomes immune when there's empowerers up. So it's really important that that the empowerers are taken down as fast as possible. Usually the heavy hitters will sort of splay out and get the empowerers while everybody else carries on at the dragon. Because to a certain extent there's no point hitting the dragon when the empowerers are up because you can't damage them. So the empowerers need to be taken down as soon as possible. What time are we on now? It's about 5 minutes to go. How many have we got here? We're about 6, is there? 2, 4, 6, I think. How many have you got down at green?
We did have 6 last I looked. 8, is it? All right.
8.
Okay. Alright, yep. Okay, I shall just let you know. We're increased to 8.
So there's 4 dragons that turn up in the stronghold: red, blue, green, black. They've all got different fighting mechanics. Red is fire, blue is lightning, green is poison, and black is acid.
Yeah, and you also got to watch out for the bloody wraiths that if anyone dies, the black as well.
Yeah, we'll cover that when I do ranged. Yeah. We could do that tomorrow, can't we? So it shouldn't be much longer now, and we'll have...
And there is one thing as well, that when you're at some of these dragons, you will probably die a lot. Even us that have been doing this for a long time get killed, especially at green and blue, and even black if the wraiths are around can kill you as well.
Oh, and that reminds me, what you need to bear in mind for blue is you need to check the type of the type of companion you've got. If you have a defender companion, blue will wipe you out, or will wipe everybody out, because he detests defenders. Now, I'm not sure how you know now what a defender is. Because they've changed it, haven't they? Now, I know my dancing shield is a defender. Does it tell me?
No, I don't think they do nowadays.
I wonder if it's changed. Right, so the contest has started. It's just said then. Contest has started. The dragons are on their way. And if you see on the right hand side of the screen, we've now got a little label that says the dragonflight. Time remaining before dragons land. And we're counting down. So about 30 seconds left now. Before the dragons arrive. Now, what will happen is when the dragons land, that information will change. Each of the dragons' names will appear, and their percentage health. So it's an easy way of seeing how the other dragons are doing around the stronghold, because you cannot see all the health. Also, there'll be a timer for how long's left before all the dragons flee. If you can see, we've now got 10 minutes, 57, 56, because the dragon's here. So we basically got to hit the dragon and try not to die. And keep an eye on, it doesn't matter at the moment, but it's important to keep an eye on the health bar. Even though you see now we've got a Dragon Empowerer up, there's a second health bar which tells us that there's a Dragon Empowerer, so somebody will go and kill that at some point. It's over there. If you can see that's over there, look. Dragon Empowerer.
Right swine tonight.
Somebody killed it. Treon killed it. So you can see the health coming down quite quickly, so it is important that we keep an eye on the dragon's health. 2 Empowerers now. I'll get this one. So, kill that, that one's dead. Right. Now, what you need to bear in mind is 2 more empowerers. It's difficult sometimes for the person who's managing the dragonflight. Oh, I died. To type into chat. So they will instruct us when to move, but the onus is also on the participants to keep an eye on the dragon's health and not kill it, basically. So even if you're not told to move, when the health gets down to about 5%, you need to move. Just because the person who's running it might have blue screened, you know, they might have died and not been able to type in the chat. 3 empowers up. 2 empowers up. They're over that side. So don't just, you know, don't stay at the dragon until you're told to move. Just to use a bit of common sense, and when the health's getting low, get out of there. Right, so we've got the instructions, so we move. Oh, I died anyway, so that makes it a bit easier. Gets me a little bit nearer to blue. And the quickest way to blue is this way. Yeah. So Treon will get there and he'll probably get wiped out straight away. Which will make it easier for those of us that are not quite so quick.
Yeah. Blue got this thing with Treon, mind. He likes Treon. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, this guy is a nightmare.
Yeah, Green's just as bad.
I'm gonna die in a second.
Dreadful, don't I?
Any minute now. No, I managed to use my health stone. So as well, what you need to think about when you dragonfly is making sure that everybody's not on the same side. Because if you surround the dragon, you get combat advantage, like you do with other mobs. So you need to make sure that you surround the dragon so that we're getting maximum hits.
Right. We're on our way to black now. Got green down enough.
So we're not doing too bad, to say there wasn't that many here to start with.
Well, I've got over 5 minutes to go, so...
Yeah. Obviously, the more people that turn up, the better. It makes it easier. It makes it more likely that we'll be able to kill all 4 dragons. And the good thing about turning up for Dragonfly is you get stuff given you for free, which you can put into the guild coffer. And as we know, when we donate to the guild coffer, we get guild marks, and you can exchange guild marks at a 1-to-1 exchange rate for rough astral diamond. So as soon as you get 1,000 guild marks, you can swap it at the guild outfitter for 1,000 rough astral diamonds. So you basically getting free astral diamonds just by turning up events
we've got a
and putting stuff in the coffer.
Swarm of wraiths down there.
You've got people dying, have you?
Yes. We're trying to keep out away from this one now, hunting for someone to kill a wraith.
Oh, god damn it, just so I was gonna do, at least it killed me before I did my instead of after, usual. Alright. You spoke too soon, didn't you? Right. Yep. My God. Yeah, don't worry about whether or not somebody's going to be there to kill at red. The host has already sorted out the kill teams. So our job is just to do as we're told. So whatever we're told to do in the Alliance chat is what we do. There's an Empower up there. Jin's already got it. See, because bear in mind that this person here, Jin, she's the one that's organising it, and she's here fighting. So she's fighting and trying to give instructions to everybody else as well. So our job is to make her job easier by keeping an eye on the dragon's health, not killing it too soon as we're told.
Not doing too bad, seeing as there's a load of bleeding wraiths keep turning up.
Alright, how are we doing? We're less than 2 minutes now.
Sure is.
There's 4 Dragon Empowerers. 2 Dragon Empowerers. No Dragon Empowerers. Everybody died. Yay, except me. Oh. Kill. Good. I don't know, there's one over there. Somebody's got it. Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, but then the 20-odd.
Once the first dragon dies, there's is it a minute before the rest of them flee?
Yep.
So even though it'll be less than... Oh, we've got the kill order now. So green is down. So we've got a minute from the first dragon dying. It doesn't matter how many seconds were left on the clock when we were told to kill. Sugar. Like, if there was only 10 seconds left on the clock and we kill a dragon, we've then got a minute. So it like extends it by a minute, basically.
We're trying our best here, but there are wraiths every sodding way.
So we're just waiting for black, are we? Yeah, I've not got much chance. I'm not going to get there. I'm not fast enough.
It is just wraiths every bloody way.
Yeah, 15 seconds, no chance. No.
Nope, I've just been killed and all.
Oh, what a shame.
Just too many wraiths in the end.
We managed to get 3 dragons on that occasion for... they didn't unfortunately have the amount of time they needed to kill black dragon, but we got 3. There's always a scoreboard. Now, the scoreboard isn't that important, to be honest, and it's not that easy to realise how it works. If you do more damage on Dragon Empowerers, you seem to score better on the scoreboard. I don't understand why. As you can see, I've not even placed. I've got ... So in total there were only 20 players here for this dragonflight, which kind of explains why we didn't manage to get black down. We didn't really have enough people. We didn't have probably the DPS to do it. And you can see there all the rewards that I've got for taking part in this dragonflight. Now, I will tell you for now that strong box of the dragonfly is no good. You might as well sell it for gold. Fangs of the dragonflight, you can only have a maximum of 50 fangs of the dragonflight. They are character bound, and they are used for buying the guild PvP armor, I believe. Which is basically obsolete these days anyway. So you can keep them or do whatever you like with them. These seals are what you can use to buy stuff off the seals guys. And these vouchers that we've got is obviously what we can put into the coffer. So for the sake of 10 minutes turning up and killing a dragon, I've got 3 vouchers that I can put in the coffer. So what we usually do is go back to our own stronghold, just because it's usually quite crowded around the host coffer. So it's just easier to donate in our own coffer, so that we're not fighting and clicking on other people while we're trying to get to the mimic. So also what we need to do is hand in the quests that we've done while we were doing influence and things. When it eventually loads me in, because it's been a bit slow. Yep, right, here we go.
Yeah.
Right, so the builder, I got 2 quests off the builder, so I'll hand those in. I get shards, they can go in the coffer. And I get a minor profession supplies voucher, which hopefully can go in the coffer. That often ends up being full. And then the ranger gives me adventurer shards of power for that one. And I get a steward's incentive package, which has got usually a black pearl in it. And if I just show you the outfitter on the way to the coffer, if you click on the outfitter and then click on guild PvE, and then go across to where it says accessories, all the way at the bottom, 1,000 rough astral diamonds will cost me 1,000 guild marks. So I'm basically getting rough AD for nothing. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but on the right hand side of the screen, when I click on that, it actually gives me 1,500 AD instead of 1,000, and that's because I've got VIP. So it's giving me bonus AD, but it should give you at least 1,000 AD. So the usual thing is we click on the mimic, we go to our guild name, we click on the Defiant Few, it brings us into the donation area on the right hand side, and then we donate the stuff that we've been given. So heroic shards of power, adventurous shards of power, I've got some dungeoneer shards of power from before, I got a profession supply voucher, it will let me put it in so it can have that, and you can see that I'm getting guild marks. I've also got some treasures of tyranny vouchers. I didn't get any frozen treasures vouchers, damn it. Fey trinkets. Or dark gifts. It didn't give me any of the ones that we need. Damn it.
Nothing new there.
Influence, 400 influence, that can go in. So, that's my donation done. And it basically cost me a little bit of time. It didn't cost me anything apart from time in game. And I don't know what I earned from that, but about, what, maybe 1,000 guild marks I earned from that. So 1,000 rough AD earned. Job's a good one. Okay, so that was influence and dragonflight. Hopefully it's been useful. That was if you're a melee class. And in the next video we'll cover if you are a ranged class. So thanks very much for your time, and we'll see you next time. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.